does anybody know who Will Tuttle is? Okay. Will Tuttle is a fascinating author, and he talks about what he describes it as is looking behind the curtain. What the curtain is where animal products come from, and it's been taken away from us. We're not shown it. Nobody really talks about it. It's kind of like this weird taboo. And basically, what looking behind the curtain is, from now on, I want you guys to, if you are still eating animal products, to start looking into behind the curtain, because when you start seeing it, it's actually really disturbing what humans are doing it. And when people like me personally, sometimes I can't watch that. But then when I was eating meat, I can't watch that, but I'll eat it. It's this, if you can't watch it, then you shouldn't eat it. And why I'm talking about this curtain is because people need to see what's actually going on and to really see the realities. I don't suggest anybody watches it over and over and over and over and over and over again, because that will upset you. What I want people to do is watch it and think, okay, I want this to help aid my choice of what I want to do. If I can't watch this, then I shouldn't eat it. So you can see the realities of how fish are killed, how all animals are killed, and make up your own minds if you agree or disagree with how it's happening. And if you disagree, then I'll show you some steps that you can take. I'm going to show some, I should have said this before, but I am going to show a few images of where animal products come from. So if that isn't something you want to see, look away if it's going to upset you or whatever. But there's not anything as graphic as that is out there. This is a kind of like, what I'm doing today is of veganism and the world that we live in, I'm sort of taking away the top couple of layers and then allowing you guys to explore yourselves. But what this is a factory farm for dairy cows, and as you can see, they're on concrete, they're in really horrible conditions, and has anybody slept on a concrete floor before? I can't imagine that, but I've slept on the floor without a mattress before, and I was like, that's horrific, this is where they live. There's no windows, there's no windows up here, there's no doors up here, so in the winter that's all open. It's really disturbing, but that's the reality, that's behind the curtain. And another thing that's really odd is debeaking and scarring chicks from birth. So they don't peck each other when they're in the farms. They're debeaked at birth. And what we have here is a factory farm, and this was taken last year in a factory farm in Wiltshire. So it's in the UK, and it's current. It's not some old picture that's been pulled up from 200 years ago. This is last year. And what we have here is thousands of individuals. So like I was talking about my dog, we counted her as an individual, as an extra one, and all of these are individuals. And what I asked my friends at the moment is, what if that being was me? Would you come and help me out? Would you, I didn't choose this human body today, or I didn't choose this human life, as those chickens didn't choose theirs. So it's kind of like a bit of a lucky draw to be human. But if it turned out that I was one of these, this person, that being there, would you come? I said to my friends, would you save me? And another thing that isn't talked about is that the way animals are killed is that they are, say, pigs and cows, is that they're either electrocuted or they have a bolt gun put to their head, and then when they're unconscious, their throats are slit and to drain the blood, and then some animals actually regain consciousness after their throats have been slit. To me, that's really disturbing and should be illegal, essentially. But that's the reality, and as I said, I'm taking away a couple of layers here. It's up to you guys to start exploring more. So now I have around 60 minutes to persuade you guys to help me stop this happening. And I've also started creating my own quotes. So my quote goes like this: it's time to start asking questions about our habits, our ethics, our traditions, and of our inhumane civilization. When we realise they need to change, we have to take action.